ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday happy hour, almost 1700 here. Alan LaBelle, CEO of Armed Forces Brewing Company here. The man himself, America's brewmaster, Chief Brewing Officer for Armed Forces Brewing Company, Bob Ruprecht in the house. Bob, how you feeling?
Good.
Cool.
It's
cool,
Friday.
Cool.
1700.
It is Friday. Totally. So it's like 4:57 right now. In about 3 minutes, we're going to raise a glass to those deployed. I've got my Red Friday shirt on, and I've got my preamble hat on today. So Bob and I are going to get into a whole bunch of different topics for this. Hope you're watching over there. We're live streaming on Facebook, my LinkedIn page, and over on the Armed Forces Brewing Company Twitter page. So everybody, welcome to 1700 happy hour. A lot of stuff going on in the company, huh, Bob? Ton of stuff.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna dive into all that good stuff. So, yeah. Bob, I'm gonna pop open some Cat Shot today. You've got something kind of special there. We were bugging on you because you're like holding it hostage. What you got there, Bob?
Well, it's be closer to fall, and we're starting to change the color palette a little bit to some darker things. I've got a little coffee porter here. Coffee from our friends at 22 Sierra Coffee Company. And
so they were supplying the beans
like
for
this. Maybe we'll correct.
Ooh,
if we get enough people liking
yummy.
this beer, we'll start putting it in cans.
Bob, I can safely say if you make the beer, people will like it. Believe me, they're gonna fucking love your beer. So we're at 4:59, right at 1700. We are going to raise a glass. I hope everyone has your adult beverage. Hopefully, it's an Armed Forces Brewing Company beer. But grab what you got, man. If you're into the bourbon side of shit, go for it. Those holding up a hard seltzer get bounced out of the studio. Just kidding. Totally kidding. If you want to drink a hard seltzer, you drink that. Boy, lots of people getting in the deal here. Gordon, how you doing? Gordon's in. Steven's in. Paul Myers, Randy's in. Hey, Randy. Hey, Gordon. Hey, Steven. Gordon, we're going to talk about you guys on here, so you need to grab me and the rest of your crew. Me is Mark Searing, according to his voicemail. So grab the boys. Come on, grab a beer. We got a bunch of people joining. Bob, it's 1700 right now. So let's do a toast. 1700 toast to all of our deployed service members around the globe. We salute you every Friday at 1700, no matter where we're at. We're going to watch Bob and salivate over what he's got in his hand.
Cheers.
Cheers, troops. Cheers. Thank you for keeping America safe. All right. Let's dive into it. Heather's a producer on the back end here. Heather, Brian Knobloch's trying to call me. Can you touch base with him? We kind of technical difficulties last week on Facebook, so we couldn't get him on Facebook. We had him on LinkedIn and Twitter live. We're going to see if we can get Knobloch to dial back in and get him in the studio here, because we got those technical difficulties worked out. Scott Diggs in the house. Will Suarez, Tampa in the house. Cool. Everybody's coming on. So let's dive into some of the show. I'm going to get back to a couple things. So Brian keeps calling my phone. Brian Knobloch. Here, let's see what he wants. Knobloch, you're live in the studio. What do you want?
How do I get live? How do I get live, bro?
You got Heather's going to help you log in. We want to get you back on.
How do we get live?
Heather's going to help you log in. All right, brother. All right. Marines. Anyway, diving back into it, Bob. You know what's great about our beers is it's football season. Finally, I know we've already had 2 weeks of games, 2 or 3 weeks of games. But I figured what we would do on Friday or for happy hour from now on is kind of cover the military academy football stuff and kind of talk about that. I mean, you and I are in Maryland. We've been to Navy football games. You know, we follow, well, Navy. We're 0-2, by the way. Whispers of Coach Ken on the hot seat too, by the way. So, you know, Navy 0-2 lost to Memphis 37-13. They play East Carolina at East Carolina. Not this week. They have a bye, but next Saturday. Army 0-2. They got beat by University of Texas San Antonio. 41-38. It was a close one. But the big winner of the military academies last Saturday was Air Force Academy, beaten up on Colorado. I mean, they butt spanked them. 41-10 on the backbone of running back Brad Roberts, who ran for 174 yards and 3 TDs. So Air Force got some offense going on, kind of like when we had Malcolm Perry. Yeah, Malcolm Perry. I wish we had him. But anyway, so there's your breakdown of the military academies. And there's nothing like, you know, I sit around on the couch on Saturday afternoon watching football, drinking our beer.
What? You get to sit around?
Not really. I'm on my laptop working while I'm sitting around drinking our beer.
So we were talking
about it.
This we're talking about this porter here for a minute or two. Do we have a name yet?
We were talking about this.
Yeah, it's Death from Above. We're going to be dropping hops and coffee beans from above.
There you go. Excellent.
Boom. So, Bob, we got a guest here. We'll go back to the coffee porter. We got a guest popping on. We kind of shitted him out of airtime last week. Knobloch, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up? Hey, we're in Destin, Florida right now, looking for a wedding venue. Like, hey.
Brian Knobloch and Jennifer, drunk off their ass at 1700, probably. Because they're in Florida. Well, they're looking for a wedding venue.
After last week's showing with his seltzer.
Yeah. Was he drinking seltzer last week? I mean, he had.
How my boys doing? I miss you.
He claims it was in tonic, but all the same, it had no color.
I can't hear.
Did you see bubbles in it though?
I love you guys.
Someone's having a good time this
frickin'
week.
Marines.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Jennifer. Jennifer, what are you gonna do with that Marine you got in your arms right there?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, live feed, baby.
Not yet.
All right, they're folks. If you don't know, Jennifer and Brian got engaged, so they're down in Happysville, Florida, enjoying the weather and enjoying adult beverages, obviously, and enjoying each other because they're getting married. And I know, you know, Brian and Jen are going to invite us to the wedding, and we'll probably do live streaming from their wedding, probably most likely.
All of Armed Forces Brewing Company, everyone's getting invited.
Awesome. So anyway, all right, you guys. Brian, you're funny. They're gonna be at our Rally Point event in November. And get there early. They'll start out sober.
Yeah.
Man, this is family. What can I say?
love
This
you guys.
is family right
Are you-
here.
You guys, hey, so you guys come to the wedding. The whole team will be invited, and we can't wait to see everybody in November.
And we're going to live stream your wedding to everyone on Facebook, 75,000 followers.
Yep,
Oh,
yep, we'll do that too. It'll be fine.
All right.
No,
All right.
we didn't discuss it. She said, but I said it's all good. Dr. Robbie J.
Jennifer,
here.
we're going to invade your wedding. Anyway, you guys have a good time. Okay? Have a good time down in Florida.
Love you guys.
All right, we love you
Neighbors,
too, man.
To all our team members who Facebooked in, and
Yep.
we love you, and we appreciate you guys, and we will hopefully see you November 4th Brewing first annual event, which is going to be amazing, as you all heard. And other than that, I can't wait to meet everybody.
All right, brother. All right, you two have a good time. We're going to pop off here. Have a good one. Happy weekend. All right. Armed Forces Brewing Company. You never know who's going to pop on, man. Yeah, people having fun. They're lovebirds. This is just like a match made in heaven. Huh?
Happysville, Florida.
Yeah, we're happy about it. All right, get ready, gang. Here you go. We are live. Armed Forces Brewing Company, Friday 1700 happy hour. And we're going to show you the video. Sit back, enjoy your adult beverage, because we've got the ultimate event coming up this November. Check it out.
This is Armed Forces Brewing Company, and we do things a little bit different.
Do you like beer, hanging out with fellow patriots, and tanks? Of course you do.
All Armed Forces Brewing Company investors are invited to an exclusive event built around those three things. And the general public can come too. Meet the team. Try pre-release beers.
Hang out with veterans and special operators like me. Eat kick-ass food.
Listen to awesome music from Navy veteran and patriotic rocker Dave Bray USA and country music artist Tim Montana. And take a shitload of selfies with tanks.
For as little as $200, you can own real stock in our great American brewery.
Join us for Rally Point 2022 at the Americans in Wartime Experience in Northern Virginia.
You don't want to miss it.
The general public can buy tickets and join us at Rally Point after the shareholders only portion of our event.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for Rally Point, November 5th. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you got to go to, we've got the event on Eventbrite there. Get your tickets, $30 to get in. We've got Tim Montana and Dave Bray USA performing live. Armed Forces Brewing Company beer, food trucks, got a bunch of activation tents. The USO is popping on into this event. Bob, along with a bunch of other veteran organizations. So it's going to be a great time. Get your tickets, www.ownarmedforcesbrewingco.com/rallypoint-public for public tickets. Of course, shareholders, you know where to go. We've been popping links into your emails here in the last week and a half. So get your tickets, man. Come out and join us. Be good times. Good times.
Absolutely. Always a good time at the tank farm.
So Bob has been busy in the lab, the man cave lab. And we're actually, Bob, we're going to unveil like two or three beers. Yeah, there he is. He's holding it up. God, that looks delicious. God dang.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Are you?
Yeah, I've made a porter or two in my time, but I like this one.
Take a sip and give us a flavor profile. Make everyone salivate, brother. But don't say notes of asphalt like I did in the video. Notes of asphalt.
Notes of asphalt, but still drinkable.
Yeah. So coffee beans. Let's say
so
that
it definitely has
a
a coffee presence. The coffee shines through on top. Definitely dark malts, a little chocolatey.
Ooh.
I use high percentage of lightly roasted malt for a real velvety kind of mouthfeel, which is my favorite part about this beer. It's just sensual.
When America's Brewmaster says his coffee porter is sensual, I want to have sex with the beer. No, but I want to drink it. Anyway,
Ray's going to bench press the keg.
Yeah,
Ray
he's going to bench press the keg. Yum, yum, yum. Can't wait for that beer to come out. And by the way, producer Heather in the chat there, she's got the links where you can go and get tickets to Rally Point. We're not going to divulge everything, going on and everything. We'll be stepping that up as we get closer to the event and everything. But I can tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of cool people out there. A lot of great veterans coming out for this baby. Wynn Porter in Montana. Montana, hello. We're trying to get there. That's the home state of Mr. Robert J. O'Neill. We're trying to get in there. All right. Let's in other news, beer news. See, Bob's getting in the chat there. Porter's still in development. Chad Ellis, I'll go. Yum, yum, yum. Coffee porter. Yeah. So let's folks, as you know, we've got distribution to Texas. We're in about 100 out of the 197 stores we're going into. We're in about 181. And I think we added a couple more HEB stores onto the beer locator this morning. So we're at like 183 stores right now. Going to scale into 197. West Texas, don't worry, we're coming. So go to our beer locator. You can find it on our website at www.armedforcesbrewingco.com. There's a bunch of stuff for you to browse around on that website. And so make sure you're checking that out. Go into the beer locator. You put your zip code in, and poof, a bunch of places are the near stores near you that are carrying our beer. We get a lot of comments, emails, people on social media. Hey, I went to the store, but I couldn't find your beer. If that happens to you, it's either sold out or our distributors are getting ready to resupply that store. So make sure you talk to the package store manager when you go there. If you've got, we're in some Total Wines as well in Texas. And we're adding more stores, adding some draft accounts on as well. You're going to start finding us in some tap rooms in Texas as well. So if they don't have our beer, ask for it. We've got people going to HEB where they can find our preamble, We the People light lager, but they can't find the Cat Shot and special hops. All you got to do is talk to the HEB store manager and request the beer. And I think they're going to order the other two brands that we have. So Eastern Pennsylvania, we've been in some stores up there. We're scaling in those stores as well. They're getting ready to, our distributor there is getting ready to get some massive inventory, get it up there to Pennsylvania. You're going to see our beer trickling in to more stores in Pennsylvania. And of course, we're going to be up there for the Army-Navy game, December 10th. America's Brewmaster is coming to the Army-Navy game. Am I right, Bob?
I don't know. Am I?
Yes, you are.
I know. I'm always
Uh,
the last to know. Absolutely. I'll be there.
and,
Wouldn't miss
and,
it.
well, okay. If you come up, who you rooting for? Bob on the hot seat. Who you rooting for? Army, Navy.
Well, I want to root for Navy, but I have some reservations this year.
Well, they're both 0-2 right now, so it could be a battle. I don't know, but
Well, I guess I'm going to stick with Navy.
are you?
I'm a Maryland guy.
It's okay. You
yeah.
got Fort Meade here too. That's an Army base, right?
I'm going to catch a lot of hell if I don't stick with Navy.
You will. You will. So a lot of people also asking Bob, when Florida, when's Florida? We are looking at what launch date there, about November.
We will have preamble in our printed cans, in cardboard packaging, in
Woo.
Florida.
Woo.
November 1st.
Awesome.
Now
Six
it
packs?
will take 6 packs and 12 packs.
Wow.
It will take a little bit of time to get from the distributors out into the stores.
Yep.
But we have 17 distributors lined up in the state of Florida. I believe we have the entire footprint with the exception of one distributor at this point. We are working on a major chain that is looking very good. And we have several small chains and restaurants that are signed up, ready to go. They're just waiting for beer.
Yeah, we know we're going into ABC stores, right?
Yep,
ABC liquor stores in Florida. We know we're
Absolutely.
going on draft at Ale House, some ale houses as well.
Correct. And then as far as special hops and cat shot, we are a couple weeks behind on that for production. Now we're thinking that the new packaging will be out mid-December. And we really didn't want to launch Florida with the labeled cans. We wanted to be in, across the board in printed cans, cardboard packaging. So I think we're going to hold special hops not till mid-December, but
Gotcha.
we will preamble in time for Veterans Day, November 11th.
So let's talk about preamble. This is the beer, one of those core patriotic beers we have. They loved it at HEB. They loved all our beers. They're going to carry all three of them, but they really love the preamble. And if you didn't know, folks, we are partnering with the John Daly Major Ed Heart of a Lion Foundation with our preamble beer. For every time you buy preamble beer, whether it's our beer or our merchandise, preamble t-shirts and hats, we're putting those sales together, and we're going to donate a portion of our profits from those sales to the John Daly Major Ed Heart of a Lion Foundation. Most of you know John Daly, the golfer, who he is, and Major Ed Polito, Purple Heart recipient. He's just an absolute awesome American, and he is on our advisory board. And he's that real gruff, charismatic guy you see in a lot of our videos as well. And we're going to play a couple videos here, not one right after the other, but let's start out with this video. This is a patriotic beer that the team came up with. Because we love America, man. We love America. We love capitalism. We love beer. And this is that beer for everybody. We the people, and tributing the Constitution.
Ours was the first revolution in the history of mankind that truly reversed the course of government, and with three little words: we the people.
We the people.
We the people.
We the people
of the United States.
In order to form a more perfect union.
Establish justice.
Ensure domestic tranquility.
Provide for the common defense.
Promote the general welfare.
And secure the blessings of liberty.
To ourselves and our posterity.
Do ordain and establish this Constitution.
For the United States of America.
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 Yeah, there it was. There it was. I can't even keep up with Major Ed and John Daly. They are all over the place. They're traveling the country. They're not just raising money for the John Daly Major Ed Heart of Lion Foundation. They're raising money for all sorts of other veteran organizations out there. So it's just a great give back. They're incredible people. And it just made great sense to connect our beer with them and all the great outreach that they do. So that was our first We the People video, Bob. We had fun making that one.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was. We actually, for that shoot, we made a whole bunch of videos, didn't we?
We
made it like Christmas 2 or 3 videos? Or 4. Was it 6? Yeah, it might have been 6. Yeah. Of course, we had the video of Ray Kashkar in his Santa suit too. That was always fun. We showed that a couple weeks ago.
you just can't unsee that.
Nope. That man is a beast. We love him. He's a beast. Boy, I'll tell you what. All right, so that was the first video we came out with. We the People. You saw Major Ed Polito in there. We kind of took that video and ran with it, and put this one out.
Ours was the first revolution in the history of mankind that truly reversed the course of government, and with 3 little words: we the people. We the people tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us. We the people are the driver. The government is the car, and we decide where it should go and by what route and how fast. Almost all the world's constitutions are documents in which governments tell the people what their privileges are. Our Constitution is a document in which we, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do. We, the people, are free.
Ladies and gents, that is freedom in a can. Right there. You can taste the freedom, the official beer of freedom. Preamble, we the people, the beer for all Americans. And Bob, I remember when you brought a keg of this down to a Navy game last year.
Tailgate at Navy, yes.
Yep.
Very popular.
Yeah, it went in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That whole keg did. That
Something
sextal.
like that, yeah. It wasn't long.
Yeah. I mean, people were grabbing my, oh, God, what was that we just tasted? Oh my God, it was awesome. And I hadn't even gotten to taste it yet because I was running around doing all sorts of stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, you'd at the ballpark with that one. This is like that every day, anytime, easy drinking beer. Oh, so good. So good. Anyway, another beer
Alan,
from America's Brewmaster.
Question about asking about an Oktoberfest.
Ooh. Like for an Oktoberfest.
Of course, we
beer.
brewed one last year for Army Navy game.
Yeah.
So that leaves a lot of questions for this year.
And it was good. Enjoyed by a lot of people, that Army Navy beer. Of course, we got in trouble for that Army Navy beer.
Yes, we did. Are we going to try to rename? Are we going to try to rename that and bring it out again this year?
Yeah, we do. We could. Yeah, we could. We'll have to talk about that one. I guess it's
We
almost
will,
October.
we will have to talk. Yeah, it's I've had a bit on my plate, and I hadn't even been thinking about that one for this year. But
well, we've been so
I know
busy
we're
with the packaging.
I know we're going to get a lot of requests as October and November roll around.
Marzen style Oktoberfest.
Yes, indeed.
All right, my drinking buds, what's up? Do a little sound off here over in the comments section. You mentioned when this round of investment closes. When is that? Is there a deadline? I need to invest by David Kaiser. Invest as soon as you want. www.ownarmedforcesbrewingco.com. $10 a share, $200 minimum buy-in. As soon as we reach that 7.5 mil, that's when the round closes. So get in there. $200. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Let's see. I'm looking at the videos here. I'm looking at these videos here. We got the preambles on there. How did you well, I guess that's kind of a stupid question. How did you brew this?
Well, that's an excellent question.
Cool. And there's something very special about this beer and about the ingredients in it. Go, Bob. Go.
Well, you know very well that I stalled you on that beer for a couple months because I didn't want to do it. I said that's too much like light beer. I don't want to do it. Basically,
I have not heard anybody compare the flavor to a Budweiser or a Miller or anything like that. One of the domestics. No one has ever said, "Oh, that tastes." You know what I mean? They're like, "Ooh, this is awesome." You know what I mean? Go ahead. Sorry.
It's still got great flavor. We didn't cut any corners ingredient wise. We just brewed a lighter lager. And yes, the hops come from our friends at Dog Star Hop Farms, Army veteran owned hop farm in Michigan. And we need to get them on here one week and talk about
that'd be fun.
Why their hops are so good. They've won multiple awards in Michigan for, the best hop farm. Great bunch of guys, and we love being able to support them.
The Chinook Cup. They won the Chinook Cup in Michigan.
Yes, they did.
For growing. That's like a big deal up there in Michigan. Do we have,
as far as I can tell?
Do we have that in Maryland? Do we have a hops growing ultimate?
We do have some hop farms in Maryland. I've worked with a couple of them in the past, and they make fantastic hops. Maryland, if I'm not mistaken, is getting to the southern. What's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to grow hops too far south.
Gotcha.
The days get too long too early, and hops are photosensitive. They will set cones at a certain point where the daylight is, X number of hours. They'll set the cones. So they set cones too early when you grow further south, and then they dry out, so they're no good.
Interesting. So if we have hop farms, they're going to be in northern Maryland, up your way. Not.
Both of the hop farms I know are in kind of against the northern border of the northern. Yeah,
going up toward PA.
I know some guys in southern PA that grow hops. You get up into New York, Ohio, Michigan, and then of course out in the Pacific Northwest, big hop growing territories. They're all kind of in that northern tier of the U.S.
Uh,
Now, I have my own hop plants, and I've got a few hops waiting here to dry hop something with. These are my
Bob,
Centennial.
are those weed buds, or are you sure that's hops? I couldn't see. Just kidding.
Yeah, they're hops. They're my
Hops.
my Centennial, all nice and nicely dried, and they smell lovely.
What do we got here? What do we got? Shall we check in with the audience here real quick? Let me scroll up here. Let's see who we got on here. Florida is in the house. I know that. Missouri is here. Scott Diggs, what state is Scott Diggs in?
Indiana.
Indiana. Virginia's in the house. Maryland's in the house, obviously. West Virginia in the house. Florida. Let's see who else we got. I'm scrolling down. Montana in the house. Montana. Let's see.
Oh, we've got Missouri.
Texas in the house. Texas.
Oh, well, that's Chad Ellis. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. He works here. Vermont in the house. He's a rock star, though. Vermont in the house. Wow. Hey, Sam from Vermont. I like that. In other news, Ray Cashcare now has a fan page on Instagram from the UK.
Say that again.
Our very own Ray Cashcare, former Navy SEAL Ray Cashcare, has a UK fan page now on Instagram.
Really?
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep. Pretty funny. I tagged it on accident yesterday when we posted the rally point. I accidentally tagged it. It was funny. Cool. So everybody's I'm getting texts as well to some of the people I know here, like rally point. What's going on? Okay, so here's what's going on. Shareholders are coming in to the area from 11 to 1. They get to hang out with the entire team and drink beer, and they get to taste Bob's new beers. They're going to be the first ones to taste it. They'll be the only ones. It'll be gone. All that stuff will be gone there. Yeah, he's teasing right now. It'll be gone by the time Gen Pop gets there. So, like I said, shareholders 11 to 1. We're going to have a great presentation for our shareholders and kind of take a look back at when we started, where we've been, and where we're going. And kind of a State of the Union type thing, and get our advisory board members up there speaking. It's going to be a great presentation. There'll be all sorts of other activities. Excuse me. And then we're going to open it up to the general public at 1 p.m. Dave Bray USA is going to kick us off at 1 o'clock. And then the man, the country music legend, Tim Montana, will take the stage at about 2:30. And he's going to play. He's awesome. He is awesome. I love his music. Dave Bray USA is incredible, man. This guy travels all over the country. He's going to all sorts of veteran organizations and events all over the country. Singer-songwriter. I mean, he's got tunes that have just climbed to the top of the iTunes charts. And is it Spotify, Bob? Spotify? I guess that's a music channel. I don't know. I think Spotify. You can find his music on there and iTunes and stuff. So Dave Bray USA kicking it off. So if you need tickets, Go get them. We've got the we'll put the links in there again. If you look in the chat there, you'll find links to go get tickets. You know what? If you want to be there early with the shareholders and get in free to Rally Point 2022 at the Americans in Wartime Museum Tank Farm, you can invest in the company for as little as $200, join over 5,800 plus patriotic Americans and veterans that have invested in the company, get real stock, and you get in free if you're a shareholder into our Rally Point annual shareholders event. Bob, we've been out to the tank farm. We've done some filming out there. The crew out there is incredible. Our man Mark Searing and Gordon and Adam. There's about how many tanks are out there, Bob?
I was told that there are 150 tanks out there at any given time.
Wow.
And they all run.
Wow. Yeah, like the crew out there, Mark and his team, like that's what they do. They they refurb. I mean, they literally tear the engines apart too, and all that kind of stuff of these tanks.
They take such huge pride in their work out there. It is phenomenal what they're doing.
Yep.
So literally keeping history alive.
Yeah, they're gonna have the tanks parked all over the compound there for us. I know the USO is coming, and Freedom Fatigues is coming. John Daly Major, Ed Heart of a Lion Foundation is going to be there. I mean, just a lot of
corrected, Alan. 100 tanks.
Close to 100. 100 tanks.
I must have been sipping on something when I heard 150.
Well, funny you should segue into that, Mr. Ruprecht, Chief Brewing Officer, America's Brewmaster. Let's talk about what you brought and what we were sipping on out there. We got something to show here, so let's go to a video, folks. Grab your adult beverage. Get ready. Here we go. Because every May 1st, America's Brewmaster is coming out with a tribute beer, and here it is.
In a world where terrorists once deviously worked with impunity, one slimy group and their evil leader committed an unprecedented atrocity on American soil. They attempted to live in hiding, but were met with ferocious retaliation from the greatest military ever assembled in the history of war. Vindication was finally served on May 1st, 2011, when the finest helicopter crews in the world delivered the most lethal SEAL team ever to the doorstep of the most vile human in modern history. That team was there with 4 objectives: red, white, blue, and kill. The mission was called Operation Neptune Spear. Now, one Navy SEAL and a veteran-owned beer company wants to commemorate that fateful night every anniversary from now until eternity. From sea to shining sea, Armed Forces Brewing Company is proudly introducing to the free world Neptune's Beer. For God and Country, Lager.
There it is. For God and Country, Lager. All right, so we are releasing this every May 1st, the anniversary of the Neptune Spear operation, the operation that sent SEAL Team 6 in, and our partner Bob put 3 shots in America's enemy, Osama bin Laden. Killed him. Boom. And by the way, I'm going to give a plug out for Rob's new podcast, the Operator Podcast. You got to check it out. You can find him on Instagram, and I think they run the podcast on Linktree. I know that. We'll try to put the link in chat here, or you can, I mean, you can look at our story on Instagram and once in a while on Facebook. We're putting his podcast up there. Man, that thing is growing like crazy. It's Robert J. O'Neill going over his experiences in service and these missions and, you know, current events and all that kind of stuff. It's an awesome podcast. So the Operator podcast. But anyway, Bob, to the beer. You brought this. You worked on this for a while. Brought some growlers to our video shoot, and we all tore into that Neptune's beer. Tell us about it, man.
So, how did this go down? You asked me.
Well, it went down smooth and.
Yes, it did. You asked me if we could make a lager that was a little on the strong side. What'd you ask me for? 12% ABV?
I did. Yeah. Let's make it high octane.
And I said, geez, Alan, you know, most lager yeast kind of taps out, 8-10%. I'm not sure. Let me get some. Let me check my sources and get some good yeast and I can do with it. So I was definitely afraid I wouldn't make it past.
Hit on that point though. Let's educate our followers here. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was afraid I wouldn't hit 12%. That was my goal. And
how does that work though? Talk about the mechanics of the yeast. How does the yeast get you up to 12%? Go ahead.
So the yeast dines on in the beer, and it creates alcohol and dioxide as waste products. And once the alcohol gets high enough, it essentially poisons the yeast and they die. So, you know, I did everything I could to keep the yeast healthy, happy, and living. And I overshot the goal, and we ended up with a 13.9% lager that was just smooth as hell.
Yeah, it was good.
So, we're actually going to have to dial it back for official release to get it. I think we're just going to shoot right around 13%.
Are we? Wow.
And that's
okay.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we can do it in a production environment without any significant issues.
Well, what's the ABV on wine? I'm not sure what it is. Isn't it around 12? Or am I wrong?
12 to 16, something like that.
Wine.
Yeah, I mean you're up there in the wine.
Yeah,
you know.
11 to 13%, it says.
There you go. Okay.
For wine. Cool. So it's no different than wine. It's beer. But the flavor was awesome.
It's got bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah. It made me all warm inside too.
It totally made quite a few people that day. Yeah.
It did. Yeah. We had a good time. And we had a good time. Yes. Anyway. Absolutely. It's Neptune's beer. It's a lager, but it's a thrice Bock for 3 shots. And I mean, it's gonna kind of look like this. Is this something we're gonna put in 16 ounces? Are we looking at maybe a 19.2 ounce for this? Or is that too much? What do you think, Bob?
If we put it in a 19.2, that tends to put it in the single serve category at the convenience store. I think we want to be in the 16 ounce 4-packs with this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Great.
And
for
we're
sharing.
only making. Yeah. And we're only going to produce a certain amount, correct?
Correct.
It's a special release.
I am not 100% sure. I have to talk to our sales team, but I think we're limited it to 1,000 cases.
Okay. So that means they need to line up at the package store on the date that we are going to release it, which is May 1st, and get it while supplies last. Whew. Wow. That's awesome. It's called Neptune's Beer. You're going to want to get it. It's our tribute to the Neptune Spear operation that killed Osama bin Laden. Wow. That's awesome. Alan Beal, CEO of Armed Forces Brewing Company here. Bob Ruprick, Chief Brewing Officer, Armed Forces Brewing Company, America's Brewmaster. If you have not invested in our company yet, become a shareholder. Go to www.ownarmedforcesbrewingco.com. Check it out. $10 a share, $200 minimum buy-in, over 5,800 shareholders in our company. And every year, we are holding an annual shareholders event somewhere in the USA. This is our very first one, and we're holding it out at the Americans in Wartime Experience Tank Farm in Nokesville, Virginia. That's just outside DC, kind of in between Manassas and Quantico. And when you're out there at the tank farm, I mean, this is a magical place, folks. First of all, they're having an open house next week. You can go out there, take selfies, and ride on the tanks out there. They have tanks from all theaters of war. They've got a World War I tank out there. It was like the first batch of World War I tanks made. And it's an incredible historical place.
They've got number 3 in that
number
production
3.
run.
Yeah.
Number 1 is in a museum somewhere. Number 2 was destroyed. They've got number 3.
Wow.
And it's a cool little tank.
Yeah. You gotta go out and check this out. It's a family friendly place as well. You can bring the family out there on the weekends. Out there, they're having this open house Saturday and Sunday next week. You can find them on all over social media, and they have a website too. We'll get producer Heather to put a link to the tank farm in there and their open house. Just a great, incredible group of people out there running this. CEO Dennis Brandt is just doing incredible stuff. That whole team is, but what they're doing is they're actually building at another location, the Americans in Wartime Museum. This is an incredible place. They're literally landscaping all this land. They're going to build different theaters that people can walk through, go through that are outside. They've got the World War I trenches with the barbed wire, sandbags, barbed wire, all that stuff. They've got World War II. They've got a Vietnam War jungle location there, and then they've got I think they might have Korean War too, and then the Iraq Afghanistan War as well. So they've got all these different environmental battle scenarios, and you can walk through it. And from what I understand, Bob, they're going to have these virtual goggles or glasses that you can put on with earpieces, and you can when you put them on and walk through the trenches, you can see the soldiers there, and hear the battle going on. I'm like,
wow. It's a virtual reality experience. And
crazy,
and everything's wild. Tactile. Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. What a great place to go, but also to send America's youth to learn about, military history and really get even more of an experience out of it. Because they're just not teaching that stuff in school as much as they used to. That's a problem. So anyway, our hats go off to those people. They become family to us, and we're super excited to have our Rally Point event out there at the tank farm on November 5th. Should we look at chat? Look at chat. What's going on in chat? There it is. Yeah, the link to Americans in Wartime is there. Thank you, Heather, producer. Cool. Paul Myers, can't wait to taste it. Cool. Yeah. Kimball Hinton, you would not believe, not only are there tanks out there, Kimball Hinton, there are other military vehicles out there, like military transport vehicles. They've got Jeeps from several different theaters of war. A lot of World War II stuff as well. They've got Jeeps. They've got motorcycles. Humvees, motorcycles out there with the sidecar. I mean, it's amazing what they have out there. They also, if you saw our 9/11 video that we released with Robert J. O'Neill, that is a burned out FDNY gosh darn it, what do you call it? Engine? Fire truck?
Yeah.
Engine truck from Squad 252. And that's out there. That piece is out there. There's a crushed EMT vehicle from 9/11 as well. And they've also got some twisted girders from floor 82 of Tower 2 out there. Just incredible stuff. And I got to tell you, it was moving to Bob for all of us to be around that engine and just, listening to
it's possible to be next to that engine and not
feel something. Yeah.
Not feel something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then to hear the story, Dennis and Mark talking about the history of that fire engine and the crew of 6, that perished. Wow. It's just amazing stuff. So that was a real powerful video that we put out. And it was just awesome having Rob narrate that video. We must never, ever forget. So we hope you enjoyed that video. And it was great coming from the guy who served American justice for the evildoers that planned that attack and executed that attack on our homeland. Question. Are you guys doing anything for Fleet Week? I'll tell you what, we were going to be doing a lot of Fleet Weeks around the country pre-COVID, and then COVID just kind of shut down all of them. We were going to do the one in Baltimore. We were going to do the one in New York, and we were going to be do the one in San Francisco. We were in discussions with the people that put on those events, and COVID hit, Bob, and we kind of had to scrap that idea for a while. I think we'll get into them next year in 2023, as we are able to make a lot more beer for those events. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of people that come to those events, especially in New York. We need to get distribution to New York as well. We don't have distribution there yet. I think they have 5 million visitors for San Francisco Fleet Week, Bob. 5 million in that 1 week time.
And if every one of them has a beer,
Bob is going to get a can in the hand of everyone.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of people, huh?
That is a lot of people. It's a big event.
Let's see. Paul Myers just picked up 3 6-packs of special hops. Awesome, Paul. Thanks for your support, man. That is one great IPA beer. Oh, I know we can also talk about. We just got done with the Tallahassee Beer Fest. Not that our beer's out in any stores in Florida, but it was a great way to launch, and no one had really heard of it about us down in Florida yet. Tallahassee's a great town. Love Tallahassee. But everybody loved the beer, Bob. I mean, they loved it.
Excellent. Excellent.
They
I
loved
wish
it. They loved it. Bob will be very busy. Yes, he will, Scott Diggs. He's going to be very busy. He's already very busy. Cool, man. So, Bob, we're going to close it up here for our Friday happy hour. Folks, I'll tell you what, we're going to move happy hour to 4:30 on Thursday next week. We'll put up an event for that. We'll make sure we get it out in email too. Friday's kind of tough for a lot of people to attend, because they're getting off work, they're getting it, they're going to the bar and having bourbons and they're not dialing in. So Thursday's a great social media day at that 4:30 time slot. Are you down with that, Bob?
Are we going to call it at 16:30 somewhere?
Yeah. We'll do a toast at 1700 on Thursday. It's 16.
Okay, sounds good.
Somewhere.
Sounds good to me.
Look at Scott Diggs. I'll be there. Thanks for the info.
As long as we're opening it up to more people to be able to participate, that's great.
Yep, I agree. So anyway, if you didn't hear that, we're gonna move a happy hour show to Thursday at around 4:30. Roger 16:30 says David Kaiser. Copy that, Ghost Rider. Cool. So join us. Bob, you got anything else? Any closing comments or thoughts or suggestions? Anything?
Suggestions
for the weekend? Everybody's going into the weekend, and tomorrow is football Saturday.
And we are supposed to have some beautiful weather here in Atlantic for football.
Yes.
I would suggest going out and buying some Armed Forces beer. And,
there you go.
And talking about it with your friends while you are watching football.
There you go.
A little self-serving, but someone's got to do it.
So, yep. And I'll tell you what, folks, get out there, share our posts on social media. If you haven't invested in the company yet, go to www.ownarmedforcesbrewingco.com. There's so much going on, so many places to go. But if you go to our website and just start, clicking on pages, and there's a lot of information out there, and go get your tickets. If you're not a shareholder, get your tickets for our Rally Point event. Tim Montana and Dave Bray USA live on our stage. Awesome Armed Forces Brewing Company beer, food trucks, lots of activities out there. It is 21 and up, so you got to be of age. Robert J. O'Neill's going to be there. Our advisory board members are going to be there, and you never know who's going to show up at this event. Bob.
And there's going to be beer there.
Yeah. Lots of beer.
Right?
There will be new beer. There will be beer you can only taste there.
Alan, with that $30 ticket, how do they get some beer token, something like that? How's that
I think we decided to with their $30 ticket, they're going to get into the festival. We might do some beer tastings there if we have enough beer made.
There you go. Well,
boom.
I've got my orders.
Yes, sir. More, right. Bob, we need more kegs.
Let me get to work.
All right, brother. On behalf of everybody here at Armed Forces Brewing Company, have a great weekend. God bless this awesome company we've got. God bless our veterans, and God bless the United States of America. Stay free, America. Freedom in a can. Talk soon.